Here we are, experiencing yet another glorious spring. I turn my face to the sun, and I can feel its warm promise, foreshadowing the growth and newness that is to come for our family very soon here. The tone is light, and I'm invited to keep an attitude that welcomes changed perspectives and resilience in the face of challenge. An attitude that's open to playfulness and all other possibilities. I learned this past winter season that January 1st is not the time to take on new tasks and learning. That's actually spring's place. Spring has always made me feel inspired to learn and more accepting when things don't go as planned. With all that said, let's head into the kitchen and see what we've got going on here in Honeybee Hollow. I had never made a cake before, and I took my dad's birthday as the perfect opportunity to try my hand at it. I've been really loving and craving the flavor of chocolate and raspberry together, so that's what inspired this chocolate cake with a raspberry buttercream. I read through a few different recipes for both the cake and buttercream, but as always, I ended up feeling inspired to do my own thing once I'd read the basics of what needed to be done. I soon learned that cake sheets tend to be on the flimsier, softer side, and upon removing the first baked sheet from the cake pan, which I had only greased, my first sheet fell apart. Only having one cake pan to bake with ended up being a blessing in disguise, though, because I got to learn from the first mistake. I greased the pan and added parchment paper the next time, and the sheet came out way easier and in one piece. Lesson learned, and on to better things we go. The raspberry reduction gave a lovely brightness to the buttercream. Not only did I make it from fresh raspberries, but I added a little raspberry balsamic vinegar and lemon juice to the reduction. The ugly, broken sheet was assigned to the bottom layer. Who needs to know of my blunder anyways when it tastes so good? I got too cocky though, and trusted the buttercream to hold everything together, not thinking there was a chance for more mistakes to take place. Accepting my status as a novice made for less cussing and heartache through the process, though. I just put everything back together as best I could and moved on like nothing had ever happened. Predicating perfection on a new project is like denying that there will ever be rain. There has to be rain in order for there to be sunshine, just like there is failure along the road to mastery. The combination of chocolate and raspberry flavors was the goal here anyways, not perfection. The cake's flavor more than made up for the less than perfect structure of the cake, and I wasn't too upset about its appearance. It will surely turn out that much better the next time I attempt to make a cake though, promising sunshine in the future forecast. Something else I've been working on this spring is learning to make sourdough bread. I've wanted to learn to make bread from sourdough starter for a long time now, and I finally met someone who shared a bit of their starter with me. This has all been done using King Arthur brand of flour. They have a great online layout on how to work with sourdough using their flours. It's been fun learning and playing with the starter. I just keep the recipe on my wall for easy reference when I go to make a loaf of bread. I had failed several times at getting an einkorn wheat starter together in the past, but maybe now that I have a handle on how to work with this hard red wheat variety, I can better figure out how to convert and work with einkorn in sourdough bread making in the future. Hey, Mom.
Hey, kiddo. Happy Easter to you.
Happy Easter to you, too.
How you doing?
I'm good. Just making a little bread.
Oh,
Well, I say making bread. I'm folding my dough for the bread for the final time, and then it's going to rise for 12 hours.
Oh.
And then I'm going to put it in the fridge for a cold fermentation. It'll be good stuff.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Sounds lovely.
Yes, indeed.
Just putting the potatoes on for mashed potato, garlic mashed potato.
I always look forward to the day that the ground is finally warm enough to walk barefoot on. We have the same volunteer flowers that pop up every year around our house, warmly reminding us of the present season.
That's all black-eyed Susan right there.
If the appearance of the flowers wasn't enough, the pollen in the air is a clear indicator of where we are in the calendar year, also reminding me of the arrival of someone very special in the near future during this season as well. I don't believe I've properly introduced our little man to y'all. We've been doing really well, and with no complications to report. The looming awareness of how close we are to meeting him is mixed with excitement and feelings of preparedness. There is still a bit more that I'd like to have ready before his arrival, but I'm so excited to see my son's face. There's so much I want to teach Otto, and I'm ready to see what he has in store to teach us. I'm ready to teach him how to read and feel the change in seasons as new life blooms around our home. I'm ready to teach him that to love one season is to honor and love them all. I'm ready to teach him that acknowledging and honoring the mother in her beauty and transient offerings is to honor both the mother and father. And I'm ready to give him a deep sense of home. The world can be loud and heavy, and I'm ready to teach him that this will always be a foundation that he can return to when he needs reassurance and love. I know there are many of you out there rooting for us, and we greatly appreciate each of you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting. We'll catch you later.